Feeling stuck is normal, it is common, and you are not alone in this experience. Many of my clients come to me saying, "Hey, Tor, I feel a bit stuck." Often it is about their relationship, or it is about their work, or it's just a general feeling of that their life isn't moving in the direction that they were expecting it to. So often, in my experience, a feeling of stuckness comes from an unmet expectation. It comes from a feeling of being out of alignment. And I think the feeling of being stuck is an accumulation of many different elements. It's perhaps what you are doing at work, like the actual thing. Perhaps what you're doing doesn't feel so meaningful. Maybe you have outgrown the friends that you hang out with on a regular basis. Maybe there's been friction created between you and your partner for a long time, and this friction has created resentment because whatever has been going on hasn't been communicated. I think that the thing with the feeling of feeling stuck is that that's quite a big and undefined element. And if you are somebody who is currently feeling stuck and want to get unstuck, I think you have to break down that feeling of stuckness into smaller, manageable pieces. Like, what is it actually that's making you feel stuck? And that feeling of stuck, like I said earlier, probably is due to many different elements within your life not going the way that you had expected it to, or it's out of alignment with what your soul is searching to do, right? Because I suspect you clicked on this video because you are somebody who is spiritual, you are interested in spiritual growth, and whatever is going on outside of yourself and also inside of yourself don't necessarily feel like it's aligned with your soul, and you're not necessarily fulfilling your soul's purpose. And again, these are big words and big concepts that has to be broken down into smaller manageable pieces. And so I think it's really important that you, as you have watched this video, take a moment to map out your life, right? What is this life that you want to live? And are you certain that your ambitions, your goals, your expectations, your assumptions are actually aligned with what it is that you want for your life? Perhaps through your own personal growth, some of the things that were serving you previously are not serving you any longer. And that also then has to change. It's a big task, you know? It's going to require some work, some discipline, some showing up, and creating tiny changes over time. And as you begin to make those tiny changes over time, that feeling of stuckness will then also dissipate. And I don't necessarily think that feeling stuck is a bad thing. You know, it's a moment of growth. It's a moment, it's a signal which says, hey, something isn't working any longer, and I have been with this for so long, it now has to change. It could be that you might have to make some tough choices with your friends, with your partner, with your work, but you also kind of have to then be prepared to make some unpopular choices for yourself and also for other people around you. Let's say you want to leave your job and follow your passion project. That probably means for a while that your financial situation will most certainly change, and you just have to be prepared to make that change for yourself, right? If you decide to leave a partner, then it's about getting comfortable being by yourself for a while until you figure out what it is that you actually want. If it is a friends group that you've been with for quite some time and it's not working any longer, then you'll probably find that for a little while until you make new friends who are more aligned, You will also be spending some time alone, and all of that is okay. It's just about taking responsibility and accountability for those choices, live with them. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be difficult, but it's about making those conscious decisions towards getting unstuck. And all you have to do is begin. I hope that this video has inspired you to do so, to move towards feelings of being unstuck. If you're finding it difficult to do this by yourself, I do offer one-to-one services. I call it one-to-one guidance, and I can guide you through that experience of getting unstuck. Thank you so much for listening, and you can find all of the information about me in the link and description of this video. Thank you so much for listening.